Pressure depends upon two factors. Number one is your force and number two is your coverage area. For example, suppose you have a sharp needle like this and you have the back of a spoon like this, and giving same force to a sharp needle and back of a spoon, this sharp needle will make a hole in our skin, whereas the back of the spoon does not. If you apply a force in the skin by means of this sharp needle and by means of this spoon, giving the same force, the sharp needle will make more hole as compared to this spoon, because in case of spoon the coverage area is more. This coverage area of this spoon is more as compared to the coverage area for this needle. So remember, smaller the area on which the force acts, greater is the impact. And mathematically, if you define pressure P equal to F by A, and if area will be small, then pressure will be large. Now we will discuss the force exerted by liquid on an object submerged in a fluid. When an object is submerged in a fluid at rest, the fluid exerts force normal to the object surface. Consider an object as shown in this figure, and this object is submerged in a fluid at rest. The fluid inside this beaker, it is at rest, and the object is submerged in this fluid, and the fluid exerts force normal to the object surface. You see the direction of the force exerted by this fluid, this one and this one, which is normal to the surface, because if there were a component of force parallel to the surface, the object will also exert a force on the liquid parallel to the surface as a consequence of Newton's third law. Suppose you have a force parallel to the surface like this. If the force is parallel to the surface, then applying Newton's third law, the liquid also the body will also exert a force on the liquid. Okay, if the liquid will exert a parallel force in this direction like this, then this body will also exert a force in this direction, applying Newton's third law. So what will happen? Then the fluid will flow. But since the fluid is not flowing, we conclude that the force exerted by this fluid at rest is normal to the surface. So it is very important to remember that when an object is submerged in a fluid at rest, the fluid exerts force normal to the object surface. As shown in the figure, this is the device for measuring fluid pressure, or it is called pressure gauge. The device for measuring fluid pressure is an evacuated chamber with a spring, and the spring is calibrated to measure the force acting on the piston. You see here the inward force exerted by the fluid is equal to the outward spring force. So definition of pressure. Suppose F is equal to the magnitude of force, that is the normal force acting on the piston having area A. So average pressure will be equal to P average, that is equal to F divided by A. In principle, the piston area can be made arbitrarily small. Thus the pressure can be defined as P equal to limit delta F by delta A approaches to 0. And you should remember that delta F is the component of force normal to the area under consideration and not the force. That is, it is not a vector. And pressure is a scalar quantity, because this force is the normal force which is not the vector force. So pressure is a scalar quantity, and the dimension of pressure is m1 L minus 1 T minus 2, and the SI unit of pressure is Newton per meter square, or it is also called Pascal, and its symbol is PA. and common unit of pressure is atmospheric pressure or atmosphere, ATM. It is denoted by ATM, atmospheric pressure. And you should remember that 1 atmospheric pressure is equal to the pressure exerted by the atmosphere at sea level, and 1 atmospheric pressure is equal to 1.013 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal. Now let us work out a very interesting problem. The two thigh bones, that is the femurs, each of cross-sectional area 10 centimeter square, support the upper part of a human body of mass 40 kg. Estimate the average pressure sustained by the femurs. The cross-sectional area of the femurs, A, it is given 2 into 10 centimeter square. So that is equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter square, and force acting on the femurs, that is equal to 40 kg weight, that is equal to 40 into 10. So it is equal to 400 Newton. This force is acting normally on the femurs. So average pressure sustained by the femurs will be equal to P average, that is equal to F by A. Force is your 400 Newton, and its area of the femur is 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter square. So the average pressure will be equal to 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square, or 2 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal.